Heidi-ho neighbors, Rado Goji here, and welcome to Let's Play Dragon Warrior 1 and 2. We will be playing both, not at the same time. I'm obviously going to be starting with 1 and just going on to 2 afterwards. So yeah, Dragon Warrior, or Dragon Quest if you prefer to call it that. Huge, popular RPG series in Japan. The first JRPG, and I think the first console RPG ever made. We're going to start with Dragon Warrior 1. I'm going to call it Dragon Warrior because, yeah, that's what it was called over here before, I think before Square Enix came around. What does it continue? Oh, I guess it did say that. Yeah, I had some issues earlier, and, I'm having some issues now. Sorry about that. Having some issues with my joypad. Hold on, delete file. I'm gonna delete this file. This was just kind of a thing. I put the emulator in the wrong mode before, and it wasn't colorizing properly because it still thought I was under Super Game Boy. Whereas here it's under Game Boy Color, so it's fine now. We're gonna call ourselves Rado, obviously. Okay. So yeah, let's put it to 3. Why not? And there's Dagron going around and doing stuff. And when I say Dagron, I mean dragon. I think it's the Dragon Lord. Or the Draco Lord. Yeah, you notice I'm actually playing the Game Boy Color version. That's mainly because this is the version I own. I did have the NES cart, but I didn't really play it much. I actually didn't know what to do. I didn't know how RPGs worked, so I just kind of went around and, yeah, I didn't know what to do. King says, "Welcome. In the distant past, the gods gave Loto the Light Orb, or Erdrick if you go by the NES version, but we're going by Loto because this is the Game Boy version. With it, he drove away the monsters that lay siege to the land. But Draco Lord, or the Dragon Lord if you're going by the NES version, but we're going by the Game Boy version, so it's Draco Lord, evil incarnate, emerged from nowhere and sealed the sacred orb in darkness. Without it, darkness will swallow the world. Extinction will soon befall us. Brave Rado, we implore you to defeat Draco Lord and recover the Light Orb. Take what you find in the chest. They should help your quest. Speak to those in my chamber. They will give you worldly advice. Let us meet again, brave Rado. Or all of that in faux Old English if you're going by the NES version, but we're not. We're going by the Game Boy version, so blah." Okay. Yeah, he didn't talk about it like his, freaking daughter being kidnapped or anything. Princess Laura. Or Gwaylin if you're going by the NES version, but we're not. We're going by the Game Boy version. I'm going to be doing that a lot, aren't I? Do you know of Lady Laura or Lady Gwaylin? Yes. They get to rescue Lady Laura. I guess if you say no. Or is the king's only child. After the queen's passing, she has been the king's source of support. It has been half a year since she was abducted by foul monsters. But the king makes no mention of it. I can't begin to imagine the torment he must be feeling. Wait, so the Light Orb was taken a half a year ago? And they just now decided to do something about it. Wow, these people are lazy. I mean, I think you think I'm lazy. We haven't had any updates in a few days. Because I was lazy and playing Pokemon. But when you leave the castle, you'll see a town. Buy some weapons and armor. And going to people's houses when I didn't have anything recorded. Checked all the chests, you should probably have found a key. It can be used only once. When you open a door with it, your journey will begin. Yeah, our doors can be opened only by... none of the doors are actually unlocked. They all have to be opened by keys. I don't know what that was. Some kind of a hiccup there. So we only have a torch. And we'll use that torch later. We get spells. Can't use any spells yet, but we will get some. Info, HP, MP, and what we have equipped. We have nothing equipped. So yeah, as you can see, we're not even holding a sword and shield. We won't be holding a sword and shield until we actually get a sword and shield, which I thought was kind of a nice touch. If you record your progress in a journal, you can resume your quest from where you last recorded. So basically saving. If you want to take a rest, you should get the king to record your progress in a journal. There are quick saves too in this version, so you don't necessarily have to have the king do it. But so quick saves can only be loaded once and then they go away forever, pretty much. And in Dragon Warrior 1, the only place you can save, to my knowledge, is in here, because if I remember correctly, most Dragon Warrior games, Dragon Quest games, you can only save by you can only do like a permanent save by talking to a king or going to a church. And in this case, we only have like the one king. I don't think any of the churches here have people who can save the game, and I have to check again. They already taken her life. Well, it's been half a year. You may as well have given up at this point, because you just now decided to... Did you know? No, I didn't know. There's some rumors that a town was wiped out by monsters. We'll be visiting that town later, actually. Okay. Where's the key? I don't know. Around the castle. You should fight monsters to gain experience, and you will soon become a more powerful warrior. Okay? I'm a traveling merchant. Many of my friends have been killed by monsters. When I think about it, that fills me with rage and sadness. See, I'm basically going to spend this part going around the castle and the town, because I really don't want to show a lot of on-screen grinding. Mainly due to the fact that there's going to be a lot of it in the beginning, because the monsters outside the castle only give 1 experience per kill. And 1 gold per kill. I think it's like 2 experience and 1 gold per kill, and I want to be able to get the best equipment I can. So that's going to take a lot of grinding to get enough money. Terrible things like the darkness creeping over the world, but that's an illusion. The world comes to an end, so will all I love, he says. Oh, he's very dark, isn't he? I guess I should also mention that the designs for the characters and the monsters were done by Akira Toriyama, who's famous for doing Dragon Ball and Chrono Trigger and all that. Chrono Trigger might be another game I do in the future. He's asleep. Oh, he's not. He's just crying. Oh, we get stuff out of vases. Or vases, or vases, or... I normally say vases, but I decided to say vases, or vases. Because some people do that. You can talk to him. And then light that pierces the darkness, blah-de-blah-de-blah. That really doesn't do anything, I don't think. I think he heals you, actually, now that I think about it. You should take some torches if you're going into caves. Darkness reigns in caves. There'll be more monsters than outside. That is true. Most of the caves we go to will be dark, and we'll have to use torches. Or the light spell once we get that. Oops. And the spells that we do get are very much varied, because this is the only person we're going to be playing as. We're going to get both attack and healing spells, but that will be for when we actually level up and stuff. And I hope we don't run into any monsters on the way to town, because the town and the castle are actually separate. Also, there's Draco Lord's castle down there. Yeah, you can see it from the beginning, but we can't get there until the end of the game, so... This is Tantagel, town. We can talk to people and buy stuff and whatnot. Hello. Chat at the counter. Okay. Let's buy some armor. I'm always... You know, if you've seen any of my other RPG type of games, usually I'm more inclined to... Like, if I'm buying armor and weapons all at once, I'm more inclined to buy the armor first, because I'm more defensive than offensive, I guess. This is the main reason why we're going to be grinding a lot off-screen, because the Copper Sword. Like I said, I do want to have the best equipment I can have. And that is it. The Copper Sword. You paid for it, so equip it. Dumbass. I don't know if there's anything else that we can... I mean, we could... buy a bamboo staff, I guess. That'll raise our attack to... you know, more than nothing. I think I may want to just save my gold and... Yeah, I'll just save my gold and just punch monsters for a little while. I will eventually get enough to get the leather shield and the copper sword. Well, I mean, I'm not gonna save my gold save. I guess I should probably get some healing items too. This is an inn, obviously. This is where you go to rest. This is a storage service, so you do have a very limited amount of space with which you can hold things. So that's good. I don't know if that was in the original NES version. We can't talk to him unless we have a key, because there's a door. However, other parts of the hotel we can just, walk around, and it's whatever. They're very lax at this hotel. They don't care. When you cross the further you go, you may be faced with more and more powerful monsters. Yes, that is true. Basically, Alfgard, which is the area we are in, is separated into many islands. And, like you said, the farther we go, the more powerful monsters we're going to see. So, and even then, like, going into different areas of the same island will probably yield stronger monsters, too. Because mainly around the town area, we're just basically going to be seeing slimes. But, like, as we head further north, we'll start seeing Drakis and Spookies. Spookies are ghosts, by the way. And I do want to have, no, I'm not Lady Laura, right? I'll tag along. Oh yeah, she's gonna follow us for a while, I guess. That's cool, I suppose. Oh, this is an item shop here. Yeah, we want to buy some items. We'll buy some items. Dragon Scale is also something we're going to be getting later, because that actually increases our defense a bit. I'm going to buy some herbs, because herbs are good for healing. That should be enough herbs. I really don't think I'm going to die to slimes that much. Did she go away? Yeah, she goes away. Draco Lord's Castle, yep. Oh, and he shakes. Yeah, a lot of things have been simplified. The NES version actually had, like, a whole menu that came... Like, we can still bring up the menu, I think. And this is basically the menu that would come up, for that, or for the NES version. Except it had a lot more stuff. Like, you actually had to go to the menu to talk to people and to open doors and stuff like that. Here we can just use the A button. Because this is kind of based off of the same engine they've got for Dragon Warrior 2 going on in at least for the Game Boy version. This is actually a port of an SNES compilation they had in Japan only. Because they had an SNES version from, you can just read these at your leisure. I'm just going to keep talking because, whatever. And I'm just going to keep recording until we're done exploring the town. Because there's like 2 minutes I have to lop off. Yes, I have proof. What? You have no proof. If you're really of Lodo's blood, you should have Lodo Seal. Oh, okay. That's something we get later. He gives us something for the Lodo Seal. But yeah, the Japanese, Japan had an SNES compilation of the two, and this is kind of a slimmed-down version of that. And I believe the SNES version either used basically, I think it used a modified Dragon Quest V engine. So basically what we're seeing here isn't the original Dragon Quest or Dragon Quest II engine. It's like modified from Dragon Quest V. I don't know if I'll do... I mean, I'm definitely planning on doing 2, obviously, since this is 1 and 2, and I'm actually going to have, like, the parts divided up, so this is part 1-1. And then once we get into Dragon Quest 2, 2-1. I know I could probably just separate it as Dragon Quest and Dragon Quest 2, but I feel like being silly, so I'm going to put it all in the same playlist and everything, so it's going to be fun. I suppose I should show off some combat before I sign off here, so we're just going to walk around this area until we run into... Oh, there we go. It's a slime! Slimes are pretty much the most iconic... They're basically the iconic Dragon Quest monster. And they're very weak here. I think they only have... Oh, wow, they only do have 1 experience point and 2 gold. So it's not going to take as long to grind as I thought it would be. Maybe like 45 of these will make a shield, and then 90 of these will make a sword. And then 10 of them will make a dragon scale, because we want that too. There's also red slimes around here, which are a little stronger, but not by much. I think we're going to be missing a lot because I don't have any weapons equipped. But as you can see, they only do like 1 damage to me anyway, and if I need to, I can just, you know, go back into town and heal up. If I get hit too many times. Let's just kill one more, why not? This is basically what I'm going to be doing off-screen until I have enough money to buy both the shield and sword. And I'll probably have some spells by then, too. I know I'll at least have a heal spell, and I think I'll have a, one of the fire spells. In the NES version, they were called Hurt and Hurt. Like heal, the heal spells are Heal and Heal More. I mean, they did change them in a lot of the more recent localizations, like the, what is it, I think Dragon Quest 8, and, like, the DS versions of 4, 5, and 6, which I may or may not do, because I'm kind of weary about... Oh, there's a red slime. I'm kind of weary about recording off of a DS and hoping that it looks good. But I really like Dragon Quest 4, so I kind of want to do that, but I don't really have I only have the DS version, but I'll figure out something at some point. Because I am going to be doing the DS Zelda games at some point, so I gotta, you know, put up or shut up in that particular instance. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and leave it, and when we come back, I will be not level 1, and I will have enough money to get a lot of equipment. I've been Rado Goji, and I'll be here next time. Join me, won't you?